Tonight, 180. What's that? Here we go. Tonight, 180. Left 20. Tonight, 120. Tonight. Tonight, 180. What's that? Tonight, white 20, Cordell. Set, what's that? Here we go, black 20. Maverick. What's that? Here we go.
Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Ready, ready?
Mike 54. Bring it. Bring it. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
They still can't get it. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Newton. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
I got you. Hold on. Check. Go. Hold on. Check. Hey, Dad.
Goff now looking to throw. Finds the open target, Arnold.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Switch gears.
2 for 1. Bravo.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
From the gun, here's Goff. It's caught, Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans.
Mike. 180. 54. Watch the curl. Check.
Hard ball. Hey, Echo. Ric Flair.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Check out 3. Check 3.
Hey, Shell. Hey, 2. Chopper.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Tiger.
Push him back.
On second down, Kamara. And a nice run there, going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 34.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking long for Tom. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line. Ready? 180.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 13. Check 13.
Cooper. Hey, Haywood.
Now it's gone. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Wahoo! Hell, you won!
Let's go. We got this. We got this. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Goff. It's complete to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with no score. 180!
Check. Walk 54. Walk 54.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Like 20. Go, 12, go.
Right there.
5.
54, Mike. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, kill.
A shotgun snap for gone. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Marlin, General West. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Going out.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Newton to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Running with Kamara. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
76. It's just me and you. It's just Maverick Wall. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54 now. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, let's go. Go, Brown. Check. Watch the slash. Hey, Charlie. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Super. Watch the flood. Watch the flood.
Out of the gun. Goff. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So the kick from here, a field goal, would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Probably helps your confidence level on those fourth down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the first down marker, but also he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward, because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
Now Goff on first down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a second down. Goff now to throw. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Julio Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 36. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Lutz, and he's going to let it go deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. Well, that might be Exhibit A of why a team likes to play it safe at the end of the half. The late turnover cost him 3 points the other direction.
Yeah, but if you're a fan, you're always pressing it, right? Go for it. Why worry about it? Throw caution to the winds. This is what the head coach always has to evaluate. Worst case scenarios. In this case, he bypassed the thought, and guess what? It ended up biting his team.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
54, right there, 54 Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 17.
From the 29, Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now this throw caught left side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Maverick.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Down to lose. Hold on. Check. Hey, 5. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
From the 40 now on second down. Goff gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. Goff now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check, 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 check.
Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll run with Drake. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. DC, DC. Slam, slam, slam. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Ric Flair.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
You ready? Ready? Hey! I'm on. Get him!
A shotgun snap for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Newton on first down. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Newton forced out to his left. Dorsett making the catch. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Complete to Dorsett. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Newton now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, 5.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Hey, Orbit. He's crashing.
3rd and 2, gone. It's caught, Jones. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
128. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Go, go, go. Where's on?
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Goff on 3rd down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, they'll run with Ingram. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
To throw is Newton. And able to find Dorsett. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. There goes Mark Ingram. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for New Orleans, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.